asked me to go and do a colonoscopy. We men don't like to be prodded and pushed to do these medical things. And I did a colonoscopy and I was diagnosed as having stage 3 colon cancer. First time I ever done a colonoscopy. And I did the surgery, and after the surgery I said to the doctor, very fine Indian man, what's my post-operation prognosis? And he said, I don't know who you are, but don't let them do chemotherapy on you. It's a doctor telling a layman this. Don't let them do the chemotherapy and don't let them do radiation. So I said, so what's going to happen to me? I'm going to die. He said, no, you are healed. He pronounced me healed. And I recall being in the hospital. Nurses would come around my bedside and they'd say, excuse me, sir, are you a bishop? I said, no, I'm not a bishop. I go to church, I'm not a bishop. But they must have seen the angels of the Lord hovering over my bed and in my cubicle. And they knew that there was something special about me. And today as I stand in this church, I am heartened because I know there is a God. And Brother Audley and I had a brief conversation one day this week, early this week, and he said to me, this flesh cannot contain the righteousness of God. This is already imperfect, made imperfect. God is perfect. So this flesh does not contain the righteousness of God. How flimsy we are. How transient our thoughts are. How fickle, how finky we are. So we know that we are subject to decay. But the eternal Spirit of the Lord that dwells in us gives us the hope to live for another time. And I thank God. I challenge anyone in this congregation to dispute the things they've heard about God. Her kindness, her love, her gentleness, her peacefulness, her ability to interact with others without being disruptive. I challenge anyone. And if you find a point of disputation, please let me know, because I would like to re-examine what I know about this woman. This woman is exactly what's been said about her. She's the third child of the union between York Walters and Gladys Walters. She was born February 18, 1946. And I don't know that I have to have a piece of paper to speak about God, because I know everything about her. I eulogize Barrel, my first brother, Comby, you all know him as Lester, Frida, and Norton. And I don't need any script to speak about her, because I'm quite familiar with her, everything about her. I remember when I was in college in Kingston in 1969, and campus food is not the best food you can get. These a scoop of rice with some hard fried liver or whatever else you get on campus. And I used to go to 13 Pembroke Avenue, where I would get a properly cooked meal, and where I would get 5 shillings or 10 shillings to ride the Joe's bus back to campus. That was like that. And it's always available whenever I go there. Whenever she calls my house, in my adult years, she would say, "How is Jackie?" That's my wife. "And how are the boys?" She has never met them, but she would always inquire about them. And I've heard it said that Devon and Jem and Dale and Joan are the people who talk about most often, especially Devon, Jem, and Dale. Dale is her baby, and a lot of people think Dale is her son. But she has never had a child, and we've always mocked her that where's your boyfriend? I've never seen him with a guy. But that was who she is. She's a kind of well-kept girl. And we love her like that. Just plain, easygoing, quiet, calm person. Nothing to dispute about her. I remember Dale and I tried to get her to come take a rudel by the house when Keebler Loves were improving the place. And she gave, well, I don't know if Dale saw the look, but she gave us a look that meant, "Get out of my face." She wanted nothing to do with living down here. She wanted to live in Marlborough. And she's been living in Marlborough for 67 years. And I said in the church in Kingston earlier this week, raise a hand if you were born before 1958. And very few people could put their hands up because they weren't around. Dora has been living in Marlborough since 1958. She grew up there. She knew everybody there, and everybody there knew her. And I gave the joke about her. It was raining one day, and she tried to shelter from the rain under the bridge. And somebody walked up to her and took her phone. And she cried and went back across the street to Marlborough and told somebody, I don't know if it's a bad man or whoever she told, that somebody took her phone. The person she told picked up his phone, made a phone call, and said, anybody take this our phone, carry it back to 13 Fenwick Avenue. And within the hour, her phone had left. So that was the Don. She was the Don in Marlborough. Everybody knew her. Little kids, grown people knew her. Dora could not be wrong. And I told the story also, she would come down here when she came to take care of Frida when she wasn't feeling well. And Frida would always antagonize her. Why don't you come up here to live? We have a house here, everything here. What do you like about Marlborough? Is it the gunshots you like to hear? And Dora would retort, after I know Marlborough, them shoot all dignity. She's a Marlborough girl. She's a Marlborough girl. And I was not surprised on Thursday when they had this fantastic memorial for her at the church in Marlborough. Thank all the members who showed up and participated, and I was really heartened by it. Such is Dora. What else can we say about her? She's God's child. And we are happy that she's gone home to be with her maker. We hope to meet her there. So we, as the word says, we should try to make our calling and election sure. Thank you.